Yo, welcome back to the Gene with Kid podcast. Another one. Got another one for y'all. First and foremost, just want to thank God for all He has done for me and what He will continue to do for me, and not only me, but my family and friends. Got to get that out the way. Thank you, God, for getting me here in this moment. Thank you. So let's jump into it. In this episode, I want to address emotions, frustrations, things that we all deal with on a daily basis. We all do. Whether we want to admit it or not, we do. And I'm going to get deep about it. A lot of times, we allow our emotions to get the best of us. And I'll be the first one to say it. I can admit I've done that. And then after the fact, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. And it's normal. That is very normal. But we got to get to a place where we have more control of our anger and emotions, whatever you want to call it, and not make those mistakes and being sorry. Because some things that you might say out of being frustrated, out of being mad, or things you might do out of frustration, you might lash out, you might throw things, whatever it is. People remember that. I'm going to say it again. Things you do have an effect on people, and they remember that. Even though you might say sorry, even though you say you didn't mean it, in their mind they remember what you did. And it has an impact on them. It has one. Whether you want to admit that or not, it does. And it sits with them. And a lot of times when you do those things, we never think how it affects other people. We just do it because we feel like, hey, I was mad and I reacted in this manner. And that should be enough. But in all actuality, it's not. It's not enough. It's not enough for some people. Some people can gain anxiety from the situation by the way you act, by the things you say, by the things you do. It's not right. We have to learn to control that. And I know it's difficult, and it's easier said than done, but I believe that it's obtainable. You might get frustrated and maybe you need to walk away, and that is okay. We all need a moment to process stuff. We all do. Because the moment you don't process it is the moment you make a rash decision or a reaction. You have to process it. So if processing it means, hey, you know what? I need a moment. I need to step away. I need to go outside for a walk, or I need to go in the room for a moment, play some meditation music, whatever it is. That is okay. But we live in a society where Everybody don't feel that way. It's react to this stuff. React. Somebody say something about you, react. And a lot of times when we react to stuff, honestly, some people, we really don't mean it. We just said that because in this emotional response, at that moment, that's what I feel like I should have said, even though it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's possible. I remember when I was a kid, I used to often tell my mom and my grandmother, a madman can't think. I don't know how I came up with that, but I just said that because I thought, to me, I felt like, well, if I'm mad, I'm just reacting and I'm not thinking, so I can't think. I'm just reacting to being mad. But in all actuality, my grandmother and my mom said, you can think, and you do have the ability to think. You just have to think. It doesn't matter what circumstances you're under, you have the ability to think and make the right decision. You have that power. You can do that. So this notion where you said that, oh, I'm mad, I can't think, I'm just going to respond, is not accurate. And they told me that, and I agree with it. It took me a long time to accept it, but I'd agree with it. So we have to think. Think. And I know it's hard because we are accustomed to getting mad and responding. Getting mad and lashing out. Whatever it is, throw stuff. Whatever it is, our minds are so accustomed to doing that. It is. But when you become a thinker, you become more deadly. I'm going to give you an example. The Will Smith smack, right? Everybody felt that Chris Rock should have engaged, maybe hit him back, whatever it was. But he took time to process it. If you watch the video, you know what I'm talking about. Could he have done something? Yes. Should he have done something? That's debatable. But he didn't. He didn't respond to it. Because if he would have responded to it, it may have been a fight up there. But he took time to say, wow, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. He was shocked. He took time to process it. And he reacted accordingly, whether we agree with it or not. He took time to think. The moment you do something drastic, the moment you do something where you don't think, it can cause you something. I'm going to give an example. Will Smith's actions caused him to get suspended indefinitely from the Academy Awards. I don't know per se how long, but he's been suspended. Will Smith has accepted that suspension, right? But he's suspended because of his actions. Whether we agree with his actions or what he should have, could have, would have did, or what was right or what was wrong, that was it. And sometimes it can cost you your life or something else. We just never know the moment we react to stuff. So we just all need to collectively just think before we respond to stuff. And again, it's hard. It is hard. We're living in a society with so much stuff going on. We have so much pressure on us, and things are going on in our lives, and there's just so much. And sometimes, for some people, it's just too much to bear, and they just react. And afterwards, like I said, they feel bad about it. Like, maybe I shouldn't have did that. And that's real. we all have to learn to think and not allow our emotions to get the best of us. And that's something that I'm currently still working on. So I'll come to you all, not a perfect man, but I can honestly say that I'm trying to do so. And not only that, let's try, instead of getting mad and lashing out, how about communicate how you feel? I'm going to say that again. How about communicate how you feel? Whether a person agrees with it or not, what's not deniable is that you didn't communicate it. And hopefully the other person, whoever it is, will take heed to it and listen to you. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain, they can't say that you didn't communicate how you felt. Let's do more of that. Let's communicate with people. Instead of getting mad, let's communicate with people and let them know how we feel about something they did, about something they said, or something that they're currently doing, about something they don't like. Let's communicate that. And you try your best to a certain extent to live with the results. You live with that. I wanted to touch on that. I'll give an example. I was talking to my son. I was explaining this to some of my coworkers. Just because you're upset doesn't give you a valid reason to misbehave. I'm going to say that again. Just because you're upset doesn't give you a valid reason to misbehave or lash out to do things. I told that to my son. We all get upset. And we all do things that we are not proud of. Again, we let our emotions get the best of us. But what me and my wife would tell him, you need to take accountability for your actions. It's not cool. I was mad. I get it. And to a certain degree, I understand. But it doesn't give you the right to act in this manner because you know better. And I was, as I always saying, that says that I asked my grandmother, if you knew better, you'll do better. And that's what I told my son. So this notion, oh, I'm upset, so no, it's not going to cut it. You need to do better. And we all can attest to that to some degree. We all can. Think about it. We all can. So just really think about that. Let's go into the new year or a new day or weeks, however long, to change our mindsets, to change how we respond to stuff, to be better thinkers. Because a lot of times when we react to stuff, people already anticipate that. One thing my grandmother used to always tell me, you have to learn to outthink people or outthink a situation. You can't respond in the way that they think you would respond, because if you do, they'll do it every time. They will do it every single time because they know how you're going to react or respond, same difference, to certain stuff. Learn to use your brain. Think. The brain is a powerful tool, and we all need to use it to its full potential. We all do. So again, let's stop responding and doing things out of emotion. Because afterwards, when it sinks in, we all feel like this. We've done something that like I said again, we've done something that we're not proud of, and then we think about, like, you know what? I'm sorry. And I shouldn't have did that, and I was immature or whatever. We have to do less of that, which is cool because you're being accountable for your actions and you're apologizing, and that's cool. But let's start thinking in the moment while things are happening and things are unfolding. Let's do that. And less of, like, it's still good. I'm not knocking it. It's still good. Apologize, take accountability, blah, 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 all that stuff. That is good. Let's do less of that and more thinking while we're in the situation. That way we don't have to do that because we already done it while we're in the situation. Just think about it. Just think about it. I think that your emotions, how you feel, is valid. Everybody out there, again, your emotions and how you feel are valid because those belong to you. Rather somebody agree with them, that's on them, or who's ever in the situations. But how you respond is different. Some people will use the excuse, well, this is how I feel, so that is why I responded like that. So that is valid. No, it's not. It's how you feel, which is valid, but how you respond most of the time is invalid. I'm going to say that again. How you feel is valid, but most of the time, how you respond is invalid. Come on. I'm talking to somebody out there. Listen to me. I'm telling you something. I'm reaching somebody out there. I'm talking to somebody out there right now. Just listen to me. We have to learn to think, be better thinkers, be better responders to situations. And again, I'm going to say this for the third or fourth time. I know it's easier said than done, but I believe that is attainable. We have to. In any situation that we're in, at work, at school, outside, at the park, at the gym, at the store. Because when you have the ability to outthink people, the ability to respond in a different manner other than what they expect, that's power. That's the real power. People think it's power because I reacted. Power is because I'm strong. Power is because I can do these things. I can say these things. I can hit you with. Real power is outthinking people. That is the most power to me, in my opinion. That is more power than anything. Because no matter what situation you're in, you have the ability to think or outthink the situation to get yourself out. But the responders and the emotions, those people, they have a certain amount of power, but not the power of the magnitude of the person that's outthinking. Come on. It's different. It's levels to it. Just wanted to say that. But again, I'm going to lead by saying this. I personally want to thank each and everybody that takes the time, the second, the hour to listen to my podcast. It means a lot. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot. Because you could be doing anything with your day, but you took the time, 20 minutes, however long the podcasts are, 25 minutes, just to take a second and to listen and be in tune to what I got to say. Whether you agree with it or not, but you're still taking the time out to do that. So for that, I'm grateful and I want to thank y'all. And I know I've been slacking. I'm trying to be more consistent. I'm gonna say this: if I do an episode on Saturday, which I'm doing one currently, I will edit it and have it published and everything by Sunday. If I can do it, it'll probably be sooner. I just want to let all my listeners know that. I'm going to record it on Saturday And hopefully I could do everything and it will be finished by Sunday. Sometimes it'll be done the same day. Because I don't want to keep y'all waiting. Because like I said, I got so much going on. But I still, because this right here is my heart and soul right here. This is what I love to do. This is what I believe I was born to do. To give this gab, to talk about people, to talk to people about stuff. But just to reiterate what I was saying, we have to learn to think. Again, I just want to thank y'all for listening to the Genuine Kid podcast, and I'll see y'all next week.